Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 10 would like to present our task from BENC 2413 Digital System Design Group Assignment. Our group members are Muhammad Firdaus bin Zahari, Abdul Muhammad Farmi bin Abdul Razak, Nur Iztiha binti Mazli, and myself Ahmad Syamil bin Muhammad Muslim. Before we start, let me share with you what is Verilog. Verilog is a hardware description language, a textual format for describing electronic circuits and systems. Applied to electronic design, Verilog is intended to be used for verification through simulation, for timing analysis, for test analysis, testability analysis, and fault grading, and for logic synthesis. For the task, it is divided to two parts, which are part 1 and part 2. Our first task is part 1 is to design, simulate, and verify a fully parallel seed-bit by seed-bit unsigned binary multiplier digital circuit with 1-bit full adders and half adders as built-in blocks. A fully parallel 6-bit by 6-bit unsigned multiplier is a combinational logic circuit of digital device used for multiplying two binary numbers. The two numbers are more specifically known as multiplicand n-bit and multiplier n-bit, and the result is known as a product. Now, let me explain about the n-bit times n-bit binary multiplication. There are two inputs of this multiplication, which are x and y. Each input comprises of scale from range 0 until 5. It will generate 12 output from this multiplier, 6 times 6. The product bit size will be 12 sum products. Next, we have to multiply n-bit multiplicand with n-bit multiplier to get the partial products, AND gate. The total of the AND gates that we use is 36 AND gate. The combination of AND gate with 1-bit adder is needed to design the schematic diagram 6 bits times 6-bit multiplier. 1-bit adder accepts two 1-bit binary numbers, which are A, B. A carry input C in and output sum and carry out C out. 1-bit adder can be half adder or full adder. To know the total of 1-bit adder used, we need to use the formula of n minus 1 multiplied with m to get 1-bit adder, and the total of adder is 30. So after we done design, we need 36 AND gate, 25 full adder, and 5 adder to produce 12 output. This is the schematic diagram of AND gate, half adder, and full adder. Next, the presentation will be continued by Muhammad Firdaus to explain about the coding and simulation result for part 1. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Zahari. My metric number is B02211 0017. So I will continue part of Syamil. So I will explain it in detail. So firstly, I will guide you how to create a project. So select a new project. So any name you want. So okay, next finish. Okay, after that new source, create a new source. So choose a Verilog module. So you give name. So finish. Okay, after that after you create this, so you must put a coding in this. So after that for test pen, you click the simulation and click a new source. You choose a Verilog test feature. So test. So next finish. Okay, so this is I'm done for create the test pen. Okay, after create the folder, so we must identify the module that we use in this coding. So firstly, I'm create a half adder coding. So this half adder. So after that, full adder coding. This full adder coding. And for AND gate, I use this coding. Okay, I'm doing for AND gate because this is a data flow modeling style. Okay, after that, this is module for multipliers 6-bit by 6-bit. So this is input SY and output P. So I'm declare wire SI. Okay, after that, this is coding. Okay, after done the coding, so we check the syntax and generate post syntax simulation. Okay, after we check both of this, so we get if we get a green tick, so this coding is right. Okay, after that, after we get a green tick of both of this, so we view a RTS schematic. Okay, so this is input XY and this is output P. So this is same as our coding. So I will, okay, this is a full of view for the schematic of this coding. Okay, after that we do a test bench. So I'm create a folder there, Verilog text feature. So this is I'm register it for X and Y for input. So output wire P. And initial begin, I use the 4 value which I use in this simulation. So after done this coding, we must check it at behavioral check syntax. So after get a green tick, we simulate a behavior. So in this console, okay, after get successfully, it will open the waveform simulation for this coding. Okay, wait for it. Okay, we just click default and okay, basically this is a true value of this equation for this coding. So we get it for binary, and this is for hexadecimal. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. So I will pass it the next presentation for STR. Assalamualaikum.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Izdiha binti Masli. My matrix number is B022110202. I will present to you guys for question part 2. For this question, we need to design, simulate and verify a synchronous digital system that detects and recognizes your student ID as password that can be used to generate an output signal. The student ID is entered to the system sequentially and synchronized to the master clock for proper operation of the system. The system is expected to generate an output logic high for 3 clock cycles if the ID sequence is detected correctly. The system will then return to the wait state, where it waits for a new sequence to be entered by user. Use any of the student ID from the group members in this design. You are free to add any additional features to your system as you appreciate. So this is the figure for these questions. For this part is about methodology part 2. The first one, we use mode counter encoding that we created to conduct this project by using behavioral algorithm level and data flow level. Second, the input is student ID. Third, the output logic high for 3 clock cycles in access if student ID enter correctly. Last one, LED will be turned on if enter the wrong ID studio for 5 times. So the next video is about the coding for question part 2. I will pass to my friend Abdul Muhammad Farmi.
Here is Abdul Muhammad Farmi bin Abdul Razak. My matrix number is B022110205. As you can see in the previous part, Izdia has explained how to explain the question in this part 2, and I will continue in this part 2, explain the coding, timing diagram, circle and the test band. As you can see, I will name the module counter circuit. In the bracket, I will put clock, ENT is enter, RST is reset, CNT is count, access, and red LED. If you can see, I will declare the input and output. In line 29 to line 53, I will make the system. I will continue the next coding in part 2. Okay, as you can see, I will name the module part 2. In the bracket, I've put the reset, set pass, pass in, enter, access, count, and red LED. I will declare the input is reset and enter. I will declare the output is the access and red LED. Set pass and pass in is input. So I will use in this 28 line, I will use the data flow to assign the coding. Alright, I will continue the circuit. If you can see, this is a block part 2, and I will enter the block. We can get the circuit. The circuit we get based on the coding if you put in. Alright, I will go to test band. Test band coding. Okay. As you can see, I will name the module test band. I will put the input, output, and the initial begin. If initial begin is, I will put the set is equal to 0, enter equal is 0, set pass, I will set my metric number, my ID number, and the pass in is, I will set the 0 first. Alright, I will go to the simulation. As you can see, the top is the set pass. Set pass is the password set by admin. So I will put the 1 nanosecond to 10 nanosecond. Reset is higher and lower. And this part, I will enter 1 and 0, and I will get my student ID. I will get student ID, and I will access. The access is higher in 3 clock cycle. If I put the wrong ID student in 3 times, I will get the red LED is highest. If I reset, if I put the reset, I will get the red LED is lower. We can conclude as if we put the wrong 3 times password 3 times, I will get the red LED is higher. And if I put the correctly input, I will get my student access ID. So thank you for my explanation in part 2.
For conclusion, the first one, we know how to get knowledge on different styles of modeling in Verilog HDL. Second, we also know to get the knowledge how to design the 6x6 multiplexer and synchronous digital system in Verilog with all abstraction layers, modeling styles. Last one, we also know how to generate RTL schematic and simulate the coding using test bench.